Hi, baby loves. This is your, if you need an answer right now, watch this reading. So hold your question in your mind as I am shuffling. I'm going to shift decks because a card popped out, and that's interesting energy. All right, so hold your question in your mind right now as I am shuffling, and we'll see first the energy around like the situation of your question, and then we'll see if it's a no or a go. Starting the reading, we've got the Fool. So there's like a beginning that is happening or a change that is happening, but there's some like new energy, something fresh being like invigorated into this situation. We've also got the Chariot. Yeah, so some movement. So possibly that there's an ending or we're at like a beginning with this situation and the energy around the situation. That's very interesting. There could also be a Cancer here or an Aries, because an Aries is at the beginning of the zodiac. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Four of Pentacles. So yes, there's a an ending or a beginning, but you're trying, or there's some energy that's really trying to like hold on to and maintain the situation as it is. And trying to prevent that change that's coming in. But there is some change coming in. And it's possible that it's because of stability. You're hoping, or the situation, or somebody's hoping for a sense of stability in the whatever your question is. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Nine of Cups. Coming back to the Fool. So if there is a change happening right now, it's going to make you happy, but you might be by yourself, or there might be like a sense of like separation or a sense of like solitude with that happiness, but you're going to be happy whatever happens. So if you feel like you have to like hold on to whatever is happening, you don't have to. You'll be okay however it happens. Hi Melon, nice to see you. Let's see what else we have around the energy for your question. And then we're going to find out if it's a no or a go. If your question is a no or a go. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is another new beginning. And not only is it a new beginning, it's a new beginning in could be work. So this could have to do with like your financial situation, and there's a new beginning happening right now. Maybe you have a new job you're starting, or you're like trying to break into a new career, and you're just kind of feeling like a little scared or apprehensive about doing something new that you don't know or that you haven't done before. But it is going to make you happy, and it's going to make you money. So I'm really feeling like this is like moving towards a career reading, but if it is like I mean I'm not a financial advisor, but I would recommend like taking a chance on yourself, trusting yourself. Hi Earl, thank you for watching the reading. Welcome. Let's get a couple more on if this question is or just the energy around your question and the situation. We've got Mother of Cups, which is Queen of Cups. This is more happiness. This is more of a card saying whatever change needs to happen, whatever needs to like go or move, because we've got that Chariot there, like it's gonna make you feel so happy and so stable. Uh, Earl, what am I doing? So this is a tarot reading for just like any question you have. So just kind of hold your question in your mind, and it's just like tarot cards and answers from the cards about your situation or whatever you're asking a question about. But it's gonna make you happy. It's gonna make you feel more stable. However, with your question, however it changes or happens. All right, one more before we find out if it's a no or a go. We've got the Ace of Wands. Not only is this new beginning going to make you happy, it's going to be something that you're passionate about. If this is about love for you, if your question is about love, there's this possibility for like a physical connection happening around your question. So, like a physically intimate thing. So, just make sure that if you are trying to like produce people in the world, making new people, this question, like, there's a lot of energy for you to do that. So, um, keep that in mind that if you don't want to make people in the world, then maybe cover things up. Aislinn, oh, you just applied for a new apartment. Okay, sending you good energy. I hope you get it. I hope it works out. I hope your neighbors are gonna good. Congratulations. A preemptive congratulations. Hi, Anita. Thank you for coming in to the reading. All right. So now, folks, hold your question in your mind, and we're gonna find out if this is a no or a go. That was fast. So we've got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups means there's some protection coming in for you. So whatever this situation is, you're going to feel a sense of like safety and happiness with it. Coming back to that Queen of Cups that you had before, I'm going to say, let's pull a couple more before we say yes if it's a no or a go, but you are going to be safe in it. Whatever the decision or like the outcome is, it's going to be okay. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome to the reading. And Earl, you joined for just like 20 seconds and it's cool. Oh, you subscribed. Thank you. I appreciate it. The Two of Cups. Okay, yeah, so it's a go. I think it's a go. And if it's a romantic situation, especially, then I think that it's going to work out really well. If it's a situation like grounded in this material world, like with your money or like your living situation, I think that it will also work out in your best favor and you're going to be happy. But you might just keep in mind that you might have to, there's something that you might want to hold on to really closely right now, and that change might scare you. That change might be uncomfortable, but it's okay to be uncomfortable in these moments. Let's pull some oracle cards from the Cosmic Insights deck. Aislinn, oh, I love your sticker. Thanks. And Earl, this sounds cool. You're ready. You're ready for the change, whatever happens. Sweet. All right, so let's pull some oracle cards. We've got open up your heart. It will help you attract more love. So not only is this change going to be something that's going to bring you like some happiness in this material world and some like passion, but it could also lead to like a romantic thing. So let's say if your question is about work and you're thinking like, am I going to get this job? Yes, I think there's a good possibility in this moment. The energies are for that, and also, there's a possibility you could meet somebody that you have a romantic connection with through that job or the process of applying for that job. Earl, okay, you, you're ready. Sweet. All right, so let's pull some more oracles for your question. Move on. Someone is unavailable and is a waste of time. So if there is one aspect of this situation that is holding you back, that thing that I mentioned that you're like afraid to let go of, just move on. The cards are literally telling you like you can go. You're going to be okay. And not only are you going to be okay, you're going to be protected. You're going to have connections that are positive, and you're going to have the things you want and the things that you need. Earl, this deserves more people right now. Thank you. I agree with you. I love doing, and I love doing tarot card readings. I'm so like grateful for y'all like being here and this journey of mine on YouTube. Because my literally my favorite thing is to do tarot card readings. I have a full-time job. I have two college degrees, an advanced degree, and I want to be a tarot card reader. I would rather have that as a career. So I'm glad you're liking it because I like doing this for y'all. Let's get some more clarity on if your situation is a no or a go. We've got the Six of Wands. So something about social media or like help or like showing a networking, talking to people, but like showing your best self is what's going to help you in this situation because that's what the Six of Wands is. I say social media because um Six of Wands is like literally a card where you're like walking through or you're actually riding through a crowd of people and they're like watching you and looking at you and evaluating you, and that's what's going to happen here in this situation. So you need to make sure that like you're putting your best self forward for it to be positive. You have some bad news and some good news, Earl. All right, share it. I'm here for it. Okay, let's get some more information on if it's a no or a go. We've got the Page of Coins. There's this possibility for this to be a learning experience, this situation. And even the process of you like making that decision is the learning experience because the Page of Coins Especially so page of which is Page of Pentacles, which is Earth. So it means that we're like learning situations and we're like learning through kind of like there's this term trial by fire, which means that you like learn through difficulty, but like you have a positive lesson. So that might be something that happens with this situation. Like it will work out and you will get the things that you want and you'll be happy. There's this possibility and energy for you to have to grow, and that growth might be uncomfortable with that Page of Pentacles. Earl, the bad news is your stomach hurts. The good news is you just ate and you feel better. I'm glad. I had a tummy ache earlier too. Liam, transgendered. Yes, I am a transgendered person. Um, we've also got the Seven of Coins or the Seven of Pentacles, which means that there's a lot of possibility. There's a lot of possibility for you to, in like the material world, for you, this situation for you to just grab out and what you want, you can just get it. You don't have to try as hard. Like this, the energies in the universe, if you have decided this is gonna make me happy, then you can grab it. You can get it. Let's get some more cards if it is a no or a go. We've got the Ten of Swords. So this means that coming back to Page of Pentacles, this means that, yeah, there might be this aspect of something that is a little uncomfortable and you have to let go of something. And coming back to the beginning of the reading where we had the Four of Pentacles, where it's like you're feeling anxious. There's anxious about like maybe the change and that it might hurt, or you might like have to let people go, or it might be unfamiliar, something like that. But there's a lot of energy. There's so much energy here for you, like to move on. That's literally what the oracle card said earlier. Let's get some more oracles since we're talking about them. Narcissist. Someone is too full of themselves. So with this situation, make sure that you are paying attention to all of the repercussions or like the consequences of what you are doing and how you're interacting with people. So not necessarily that you are a narcissist, maybe you are, I don't know, but make sure that you're just like not getting this tunnel vision where you don't see other people and other things that are going to be affected by how you interact with the situation. Earl, you're new to this stream. Yeah, you are new. I haven't seen you before, but I just started streaming again recently. I used to stream a lot more before. And if y'all are into the streaming, let me know what time of the day is best for you, and I'll try and work that out. Like I said, I do have a full-time job, so that kind of restricts things, but I'll work it out. I want to be here for y'all, so if you like the stream, let me know when. We also have air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So this could have to do with something that's going to be happening, especially for Aisling if you're applying for that apartment during Gemini season, because that's coming up. So something having to do with Gemini season or a Gemini or other air sign would be important for this situation. And let's get a couple more oracles. We've got honeymoon phase, attending someone or attending someone's wedding. You gain honey. That's like we have had so many cups and so many cards of like happiness and like um and feeling grounded and all of these and being protected. So yes, like you're gonna be in a honeymoon phase with the situation. It could be if it's a love reading for you, it could have to do with that. But there's just gonna be sweetness coming in, and there's gonna be gentleness, and like I read honeymoon phase as like literally honey, like a honey pot. Could be money coming in also. Aisling, you said I think I have a Gemini moon, and I don't know what that means. Your moon sign, the way I interpret it, is it's the stuff that's a little more reflective of like who you are when people cannot see you, who you are, things that maybe you don't show people, your more like innate things. And a Gemini moon is somebody who would really like to talk to people, very communicative, very creative, really smart, always thinking, in the background, maybe even too much, like to the point where you're like stressed out. But yeah, Gemini moon is just a very intelligent sign. A lot of air signs are so focused on like mind, intellect, all that kind of stuff. Earl, you say you will like you like this stream. Cool. Earl, what is your sign? And if anybody wants to drop their sign or ask any questions about tarot or astrology, drop them in the comments because I think the reading is we're mostly done with the reading. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll pull one more card, a couple more cards for just like the general uh, overview for your question. And then if you want to drop a question into the comments, I will answer it for you. And that could be like a tarot question, or if you have a question you want to ask the cards, you can drop that and I'll answer it for you. All right. We've got Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. This is your second page for the reading for this situation. So this means this is a growth situation. It is a karmic situation. It is something that you need. You know a trend right now, like in 2005, you will see a whatever, and it's very important that you do this. Well, in 2026, you will have a situation that will ask you to grow, but will also make you very happy. And it is important that you take that risk on yourself and you grow through this. And that's what the cards are saying about this, your questions. Oh, for this. Anyway, folks, does anybody have any questions they want to ask the cards? You can drop it in the comments. Anything you want to ask me or about me, I'm happy to answer that. I will be going to be launching a vlog, personal vlog, another channel very soon. But like I said, I have a full-time job as well. So this is like I'm turning it into two full-time jobs for myself. Fun. But I'm gonna be sharing more about myself. So if y'all have any questions and my life in New York as a trans person, because I'm realizing it's really important for us to share LGBT plus people, but especially for trans people to share like what our experiences are like. So I'm just gonna be sharing my like regular like life, what it is like accessing because I access gender affirming hormones in New York City. I go to the doctor. I take the MTA. I work. I go grocery shopping. I do all the things as a visibly trans person. So I'm going to be blogging about that very soon. So if you have any questions or things you want to know about me, please drop them in the comments and I will love to share that if it's a good question. And with all of that said, I think I'm going to close up the reading now. Thank you, everybody, for coming and watching. Thank you, Earl. Thank you, Aisling. Thank you, Liam. Who else came today? Um, Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Melon. Thank you, everybody, for coming into the reading today and for your comments and your love and for watching. This reading will be available as soon as it's done processing, so it might take a few hours, but it'll be up on the channel. And I might even post your weekly readings today if I have time to edit. All right, thank you for coming. Happy Pride. If nobody has said happy Pride to you, happy Pride. It's officially Pride June 1st. Happy Monday. Happy Pride. It's going to be a good one, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate on this channel too, so figure that out. All right, thanks everybody. Have a good Monday. Bye.